Belga Cricket Club podcast. Grand finals done and dusted. Season 25-26 is over. We had mixed results over our grand finals over the weekend, but all in all, it's a very good year for the Belga Cricket Club. And us three boys here, we'll go through the results of the weekend. I know, without even speaking to them yet, we're proud of the efforts that everyone has put forward. And we look forward to just building on this. This was an unexpected type of year, but it's something we can definitely build on and go forward really from here and get back to where we belong and sustain success. Before I go any further, let's bring the guys on board. Hewey, how are you going?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good,
what a week it's been, mate.
I know.
Jakey boy, how are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, thank you, mate. What a week it's been, eh?
Yeah.
So close yet so far for a couple, but one come home with flying colours and
Yeah, that's it.
rightly so, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
How was your thoughts on just briefly on the weekend, Jakey?
Yeah, just as Huey said, ups and downs, obviously, mixed results, but no, it was very good to see some of the boys come home with the goods. Good fun having a few beers afterwards on the Sunday arvo too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it felt a little flattening. Obviously, let's put it on the table. Everyone probably knows we won 1 out of the 3, right? The way we were going, top grade hadn't lost since Christmas, so they were flying. They had this momentum that was undeniable since Christmas, and just I think we all had just high hopes, just imagining what could be, right? And it's only disappointing obviously disappointing for them and for everyone else, right? But it's a disappointment of what we thought it might happen, right? But we're still proud of them, right? Like it's not it's more of a disappointment, yeah, like for them, and just
they probably just sort of peaked a week too early.
Really,
maybe,
yeah, that's it.
A week or two too early, and just couldn't finish off. But
yeah, we didn't speak about that, just peaking a week or two early.
Yeah.
Could have saved it for a week or two later, but
yeah, but that's the game. That's how it is.
Right.
That's cricket, right? Like if you play Bellagura, say it was a best of 3 series, right? Just something like that. You might win the you get your bad one out of the way, and cricket's just that one-off game. If you fail at something, don't quite get up to your standard, it could just be all over. Yeah. And I think our thirds suffered a little bit of the same fate. They'd been good for so long. They fought incredibly hard in the semi-final after not making and they obviously made enough runs because they won, but it really wasn't enough, right? Like only scoring the 76, they were
and to almost put themselves back in the same position was a bit disappointing to start with.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they've learnt from the week before, but
yeah, and then fought incredibly hard in that one too, and didn't give up easily, and that's the type of spirit that team's been playing with all year, and all our teams have. And then for our second grade side, it was just a culmination of all good things. That they were the class act all year, and and come grand final, I think the experience and just everything that was just a clinical. I think we mentioned that last week of what they were. That was just a clinical performance again on the big stage.
Absolutely,
yeah.
It's good to be a part of, to be honest. Just to watch how everyone went about it. Really,
yeah.
No one was too. I was a bit toey myself on the Sunday, but it's good to watch. Everyone was relaxed, knew exactly what they had to do, and they did it.
Yeah, and you got so much depth through there as well. Like it is, it was a great win for a great bunch of blokes, and I think, great bunch of blokes in that grade. But I think the club's really turned it. We are all on that good bunch of blokes now, and we all get along, and I think this is part of the reason success is starting to come.
And also, like the other two sides have they've had a taste now.
Yeah,
had a taste.
Oh, look out next year.
That's right. To come so close, it just burns. Hopefully, it's burning.
Yeah.
And continues to burn until you sort of achieve that.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, like
I got that feeling. I don't know about everyone else, but even over the weekend.
Oh, it eats you for ages.
The game ended, and I'm talking obviously on behalf of First here, where we lost, unfortunately. But as soon as we got back to the club and that, all the talk was about next season.
Yeah.
Like we're ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I got that vibe off some of the thirds guys as well. Like might not have worked out and gone our way this season, but look out next season because I don't think anyone's planning on slowing down at all.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah. So all like it's up to everyone, like up to all the players, up to the club to keep this momentum going through the off season, and everyone come back and just remember. I know it's you start not thinking about cricket and then it's hard to get back into it, but just when it comes to August, September, just remember how much this sucked.
Yeah.
And come back and realize that if you put in the effort that you put in this year, you're going to be in the same position.
Absolutely.
You're going to get yourself back to these positions, and you can write a different story. And I think
because
that's
your experience now tells you that we know what we have to do to be there.
Yeah.
Just got to go that extra step.
Yeah.
And it'll burn like hell for ages.
Yeah.
It will. And
it's good that I think as Jakey meant, like it's good that it is. I don't think that's necessarily always been the way, but this is good. This is what guys are starting to feel passionate about the club and their own cricket, which I think can only be good for us.
It's a good thing. Absolutely, it is.
So before we get into the first game, let me just acknowledge our sponsors: Meredith Hammett, In Front Finance Australia, the Bottle Main Street, Hagen Hastings Watches, Palace Cleaning, Naz and the team, and of always Varsity. Make sure you get down, have a beer, have a burger, and make sure you tap that Varsity app for all the points. And I think
Saturday.
Saturday.
To that.
Yeah, so if you listen to this, make sure you get down Saturday Arvo. Do you guys know what time has it been listening?
Just from 12? Midday onwards,
Yeah, make sure you get down there, catch up with your teammates and just the team in general. Talk about all the stories of the year. Just get together, have a beer, and these are the kind of things that, beer, Coke, whatever, get together and, reminisce about the year that was had and look forward to next year.
Absolutely. That'll be great.
Yeah. So hopefully a lot of you guys can turn up down there and support the club.
I'm sure some will have a few vouchers handy to use as well. I've got a couple. So
nice.
Yeah, use them.
Hit up Jakey. Just hang around him all day. See anyone will sit next to him. So. All right. Let's get into it, guys. We're going to start with our third grade this week for the final time this season. Okay, guys, we had that grand final against Warwick Greenwood. Before we get into it, I'll set them up. Warwick Greenwood were pretty much top of the ladder all year. They beat us in both regular season games. We met them in the one-day final. Knocked them off there. I think we're going in reasonably confident, even though they had dominated that regular season. I thought with that one-day one behind us,
and I think I might be wrong, but wasn't it the last round 14 that they
played last
and only just lost to them there as well.
Just lost. Yeah, they weren't big losses both of the times we played them.
Confidence would have been high.
Yeah. So. Confidence, as Hewey said, confidence was high, but here we go. So we batted first, and we were all out for 97, which put us in a bit of a spot again. But with this bowling attack, you just never know, and they gave it hell, and they got them. Warwick Greenwood 6 down, but when they passed their score at 99. So,
but at one stage, guys, what is disappointing, and I've got to say, is they were. Might be wrong here as well. 3 for 80?
Yeah, I think it was even 2 for 80 at one stage, wasn't it?
Jeez, if you'd be confident at 2 for 80, you're going to go on and make a pretty good score.
And you'll see as we go through the scores here that I don't think I got the we know the fall of wickets, but I think you're both right. There was that 2-3 for 80, and then to fall away like this, they really only needed. When you look at it the way they bowled, that 130 kind of thing would have made a massive difference, right? Yeah. But these things happen. And, all right, Jakey, take us through that batting lineup.
So, it looks like the main culprit for a lot of the runs in third grade this season showed up again. That's Sahale Butt, a very handy 60 opening the bat. So that's where majority of that partnership or that 2 for 80 figure come. And that was 60 off just 43 balls.
So they must have been flying along.
Yeah, he wasn't taking it slow.
I was watching this on live stream. Him and Ubaid started, pretty cautiously, right? And then it started, uptick, and then if one or two wickets fell, he took his time, but when he got going, he got going.
Yeah, I did have a look at a few of the wickets back actually with the highlights there, and did see that he was having a fair swing at it and skied one.
Yeah.
But no, very good effort from Sahale. And then we had Abaid, as you mentioned, open with him. 6 off 16. So obviously started all right early, and then just let it go. Ahmed Abassi, unfortunately, golden quacker. That's never good in a grand final.
I watched that, and he got a nice Yorker on leg stump first ball. Just like, oh shit, yeah, here we go.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And then Niall Khan came in, who has actually made some runs this season as well. Was a bit unfortunate. Only the 13 from 32 deliveries. Ajo, 4. Mohammed Yusuf, just a 5. Hussain, 4. And then it gets even grimmer, unfortunately.
It does.
Hamid Abdiani, Hammer, got a duck.
I reckon that would be like 3rd in a row, you reckon? I think we've said this a few times now, Hammer.
Yeah. Got a few this season.
Yeah.
Harris Sahale, just a 2. His looked like a fairly decent nut from what I saw on the replay as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Waffa, duck as well. And then we had Ranger and Naz, both not out at the end there on 0. I think that's just Ranger not out. I don't think Naz actually batted.
Oh, okay. They would have played their 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ranger not out off 1 ball, 0 runs.
What do you take out? Yeah, what do you take out of that, Hugh?
Well, just looking at it, mate, it's very disappointing. I mean, look, I don't know much about the game itself, but you think 2 for 80, fair enough. You're rolling along. Doesn't mean everyone has to roll along.
Well, we've spoke about
you need to sort of build
his
some
performances, but there have been weeks where they haven't just relied on him, and they've had blokes down the order really chip in with some handy 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
absolutely. And was the bowling? Again, I don't know, but was the bowling that good that they all got out like that? They were everyone was a peach,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have thought that. I guess,
but even when you get to say 5 or 6 for, and I'd have to talk to the boys, but if someone's got to knuckle down and go, well, hang on, let's put the brakes on here.
Yeah, Well, speaking to that though, when you look at Ajo,
they were rolled in 35 overs.
I know, but there's a 29, 24 and 42 ball faced for that 4-5. So all I'm saying is that probably they weren't obviously going out just swinging from the hip.
Yeah, the plan was to knuckle down, and it just didn't work out.
Maybe it didn't work. That's the kind side of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that you're wrong, right? I'm just saying that.
I'll say that's fair.
Yeah.
But you think. Oh.
Yeah, 34 overs probably. Yeah, just isn't.
Not acceptable.
Yeah, not right. But yeah, not going to win you too many.
Is that too harsh?
No, it's not. I guess it's got to be harsh, right? It's got to be harsh. But they would understand 34. Like you got to bat more than 34 overs if you want to win a grand final. Yeah. That's the way it is,
all
right?
Day. We're here to bat all day. Yeah, if you're batting first.
Yeah, exactly.
That has to be your plan.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's not harsh. It's just. It's the fact, right? And I think if they had their time again, they'd realise like 34 overs, like it's just not enough time. No. You bat just 50 overs. Their run rates at 2.78. They bat another 15 overs, and now they're at 130.
They're at 130. Say 140. You're in the game.
Yeah.
You're in the game.
Yeah, especially with their bowling attack, right? It's one of the better ones in the grade. You never know what happens then. So, unlucky, but I think after the semi-final, they would have gone with a bit of confidence.
Oh,
like going, well, we scored 27 more runs than we did the week before. Yeah. Let's give it a crack, right? And they certainly did. So
I wonder if there was a little bit of panic in there, thinking the week before, because what they make the week before
72 or something, 72, 73.
Panic from us or from Warwick.
Us.
Oh, I think there still would be.
Like, here we go again.
Yeah.
A score under 100 there's a bit of panic station about it.
Oh, there has to.
You're not walking out there confident when you're going out to bowl. Put it that way. If you've gone under 100,
every 4 feels like it's an 8. You know what I mean? And a 6 feels like you've almost lost the game.
Yeah, been there, done that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The 6 is a fucking heartbreaking when you haven't got over 100 yourself and 8 or 6 against you.
It was like shit. They've just got halfway through the next lot of 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that covers them for the next 14 overs.
That's right. All right, Hugh, take us through the bowling effort here.
Okay, the bowling. Naz opened up. The looks of things, 22 overs, 12 maidens, 2 for 24, which is pretty good off 22 overs.
Yeah.
Obviously, though, they've come in and gone, well, we do have to knuckle down here. We have no choice.
Yeah.
Except for just try and build some pressure. Waff, 26 overs, 14 maidens, 2 for 28.
Incredible.
Still, fantastic. Scotty Moore, 12 overs. He would have been dead after 12 overs.
It's interesting why he probably didn't bowl more. Is he not? Was that a lot?
Is he not fit? Is that what you're going to say?
Does he usually bowl that many?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that.
No. I think they would have had to have been in a few spells.
Disappointing for Scotty too, because just a side note, because he's never ever won a 2-day premiership.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, well, that's the incentive to come back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll burn, Scotty. It'll burn. 12 overs, 5 maidens, 1 for 7. Bade, 14.4 overs, 7 maidens, 1 for 20. 14.4. Was it 14.4?
He must have injured himself, I'm guessing.
Well, you think they would have had the runs by then, but you look down and Ahmed Abassi has 1.1 as well, so I think one of them might have got injured possibly.
I'm guessing Ubay got injured and Yusuf
bowled
rest of his.
0.2.
Yeah,
2 balls.
They passed their score and when Abassi was bowling potentially.
Yeah, I think so.
So, where was I? Harris, 1 over, 1 maiden, none. No wicket for none. Hammer, 3 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 4. And like we were just talking about, Abassi, 1.1 overs, no wicket for 12. And Yusuf, 2 balls.
Yeah. What was I going to say? What I wasn't aware of is that we were talking about them getting out within that 34 overs, so they had to then bowl 30 the next day, which didn't count to the 72 of the innings that you face. But if you look at 22, 26, there's 48, plus the 12 with Scotty bowled, there's 60, and Ubay, they bowled 74.4. They bowled roughly 80 overs, and they only got 99 runs.
Yeah.
So the other, what we were saying before, if you bat out your day and still only made 97, right? You had them under the run rate the whole time, right?
Yeah. New ball too, 72.
Yeah, that's right. So it's just, one of those things, guys. But
it would have been interesting to see what the score was at 72 overs when they took the new ball. Did you have 20 runs up your sleeve?
Yeah, I reckon that. I was down here watching seconds play, but I had my cricket pretty much running in the background, and they just were on. Took them from 50 to 70. It felt like it took 2 hours to move through that phase.
Yeah, okay.
So they were really.
Well, for the wickets here was 28, 32, 43, 3 for 43, 4 for 53, 5 for 53, and you're up and about big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even 6 for 70.
I still think 6 for 70, right? That's
Yeah,
still 27 runs and 4 wickets.
And they're not going so good.
No.
They're not smashing you around. And doesn't say overs, unfortunately, but would they end up with, Gath?
6 for 99.
6 for 99.
Yeah.
So
I think
they knuckled down. It's only 29, but it was probably the most important 29 runs I'll ever score.
Yeah, dead right. But I guess from the pod's point of view, well done, boys. It's a smashing effort to the way you've conducted yourself all year. To end up second on the ladder is no mean feat. And Naz, keep getting.
I don't think they fell from there either, did they? They didn't go up.
It felt like they were there all year.
No, they just stayed.
Even with Warwick being top, there was still a fair bit of confidence going into the match.
Yeah.
Nothing overwhelming, but there was some confidence there that the team could get it done because they've shown they could in the one-day grand final.
Well, absolutely, and the last round as well.
It's a great effort.
Yeah. Last round as well. The scores were almost not identical, but pretty close.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So you're right.
Yeah, but well done, boys. Well done, Naz, and the rest of you.
just to get there alone, look, that's an achievement on its own. Anytime
2 grand finals, right?
Final, bloody hell.
That's 2 grand finals.
Finals in the one season. That's,
you know, 1-1, lost 1. It's a bloody good effort. But as Hugh and Jakey said earlier on, that's hopefully it hurts a little bit, and you want to come back and rectify it next year. You guys deserve great success, and we look forward to having you all back next year, running that back and doing it again. So well done. All right. As we get into that one, as we finish that one, let's get into our next game. We're going to go to our first grade team here. This was one we've discussed. Just grand finals. Sometimes you're good. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And it's just flip of the coin. Things you can say things didn't go our way, but obviously it's a game of cricket, right? Bellagure obviously did the right things. They got maybe took the catch when they needed to. Whatever, they played well. But this is not a slight on. This is one of the good. We've had plenty of good stories this year. This is right up there with one of the best. Our B grade, or our top grade, being back in finals contention, and getting us all on board after a lossless season after Christmas, which was a great run to see him jump from, I think it was around 6 or 7 at Christmas, and then just kept jumping, and had that chance right at the end to go to second. So that's a good effort by Brody and his men. So let's.
Do you think they improved or just played the game better? Did they improve skill-wise, or did they just work out how to play the game better?
It's hard to say because I was only in the squad for the last few games.
Is that a silly question?
No. I was thinking. I was letting Jake, and I was just thinking. Jake, you finish off your thought.
Your look on your face.
No. Sorry, I was actually thinking. It's actually a good question.
Very good question. And like I say, I don't know the answer because I wasn't there long enough. But I would assume a bit of both, to be honest with you. Like, even from the very first week I played, which is only a few games ago, to what we put in when we're out in the field, the grand final was a big improvement.
Because what I'm saying is they can all play.
Yeah, absolutely.
But don't necessarily mean everyone puts it together at the same time.
I think a lot of it was
play together to play together.
Yeah, I think there was a fair bit of that because at the start of the season we were pretty heavily reliant on Brody and Chimera. Well, at least those were the 2 main guys, but we relied on just the 1 or 2 quite a bit early days. And then towards the end there, like that Mouchet game, the last game of semi-final, we had about 5-6 blokes chip in with the bat and the ball. Like we had plenty of good bowling too, but mainly with the bat at the start of the season, we were pretty reliant on Brody and Chimera. Whereas that changed towards the end, but also that whole team culture, and so improved individually as well as actually putting it together and stringing it together as a squad rather than that reliance on a couple.
I think it was almost. Sorry, guys. It was almost like it peaked at Mouchet, wasn't it?
Yeah. Probably the season went 1 week too long.
Yeah,
in a way.
Maybe.
And just to have those performances there, I think from what you're saying, I haven't really watched them live too much, but from looking at like the scores over the year, I think you're right. I think that they all definitely deserve to the team's a very good team, but I think it's just going to get better. I think the more that Broads gets to mould these guys, I think they've improved under Broads' type of cricket and leadership, right? It's good to have, it's good to have someone who can like talk the talk, right?
Yeah.
So if I tell you to do something and then I go out and do it, like you've got to but if I go say, Jakey, I need you to block out 10 overs, and I rock out and start swinging from the hip on the third ball, like, well, if I'm not doing it, how can I get
expect
you to do it, right? And so I think
lead by example.
And I think Bros just needs a little more time, not like him personally, like he's captain, but a little bit more time with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Because I think over the last couple of years they didn't have. The team was a lot more disjointed in our top grade. I think they were playing for themselves, not necessarily for the team. And I think Broads has started to turn that around. That, hey guys, we can achieve something. I'm not here just to muck around. Let's try to achieve something. I think I could see the wheels turning on everyone, going, okay. So I think that's where their improvement came from, knowing they belong there, right?
A little bit of success along the way is like, okay,
it can be done.
We go right here.
Yeah, that's it. And I think like they've got the individuals have all got the talent, right? Now it's about putting it together and adding to it. Adding more people are going to come next year, right? It's just inevitable that is going to happen. But all that does is strengthen all the way down, and it makes spots competitive. And that's when a cricket club becomes
strong,
the best.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think I had a quick chat to Broads on Monday. Like we just a few texts. Like I said, you just you come, you're not going anywhere, right? Like this club, like you've got these guys now, and I think this is the best position they've been in. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go in the next couple of years. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. I don't know how they'll go nomination. I mean, we're a long way away from all that sort of stuff for next year, but
is it just automatic top and bottom, right? Your top goes up, as in top of the ladder goes.
You finish on top, up. Don't necessarily have to win it,
but it's not top 2, is it? Or not grand final winner, even though I think the top of the ladder won the grand final.
It might be 1 and 2. It has been in the past, but I don't know if that's still.
So we ended up 3rd. So it's interesting to take the ladder position or the
GF.
The premiers or whatever. But I think even in top grade, it was quite competitive. I think say A grade had 2 teams that ended up 7 and 8 and got absolutely belted. I think they might look at if 2 teams in B were above the rest, they would do the swap. But I think A grade was pretty competitive from reasonably top to bottom, right? Or like one might have been bad. So I think they'll probably just take one. I would say Belladura would probably be the one to go.
We were having a chat on Sunday night, and I can't remember who it was. Maybe I had too many beers or something. But someone was saying, which is a fair thought too. They don't think it might have been Jared. I hope it was Jared. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, apologies to that person, but what they said was right. They don't need to go up straight away. They need to sort of build on this. This was they got to the grand final, but maybe build on it. Build themselves a good quality side, and maybe even knock it off next year.
That's what,
finish on top. Then try and make the move up. Because you don't want to get 7th or 8th. Sorry, boys, you're going back.
Yeah, that's
because you've achieved nothing. You know.
Yep.
All you're doing is getting belted, and blokes are going, this is shit. I don't want to stay here. So maybe build something first, and then take that step.
Like we've discussed, it didn't start. The season didn't start as well as it ended. So it would be good to, if we are still in that B grade, it'd be good to string a consistent season of success together, rather than the first half being pretty crap and the second half being amazing.
Yeah, because when you're up there in 8th, it'll be demoralising. Your first half of the season, you're getting smashed. It'll be just
you don't want to get pushed
back
up a bit too early because you're so keen at the thought of A grade, and then just get smoked. And
that's right. And I think we've got a couple of players that could really.
I think that's a good idea. That's only.
I agree. I think we've got probably a couple of A graders.
People might think different.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, but I think we've got a couple of A graders in the team.
Yeah.
But I think we've got a few that probably just aren't there yet. And I think, as you said, take the time. Like, you want next year, just
competitive, bit of more experience under your belt.
Yeah,
not so much with Broads and a couple of others, but there's some guys there that have never had that taste.
Yeah, keep that winning feeling, right?
And I think even if they were to go up, I think a lot of guys in that team would embrace it, and they would be stoked about going up, which is great. Like, that's a good outlook on it.
Yeah,
you want that from your team for sure. But alternatively, if it doesn't happen and we remain in B grade, it's not a bad thing at all.
No, I agree.
It can work in our favour big time, I think.
Yeah,
because sometimes you take the step up and you'll get found. If you're placing, I don't know how competitive it is.
It's pretty.
You'll get found out really quick.
Yeah,
I think there's a bit of a gap from the top A. Like the top 4 and A grades are
the bottom
are pretty good, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I agree. I think just spend a bit more time with no rush to go up.
No, and just build it.
Yeah, and I actually
And
don't
then when
think
you're there,
we're
you're
going up,
ready to go.
Yeah, that's
ready
it.
to go.
Yeah,
you know.
everyone just have that bit more of experience, and
Yeah.
it'll be good. All right, so first grade grand final. We were playing Balladura, who were also top of the ladder. They just snuck through. Well, they didn't in the end because Karen can't play cricket. But they won their semi-final after scoring fuck all. Anyway, they made the grand final and they showed that probably should be there. They were all out. We got them all out for 165, and they knocked us over for 43. Now I know, 43 is really not good enough, right? But yeah, I think the team got a little demoralised by halfway through. Jakey will speak more and maybe disagree with me. But I think at the end it was just like, let's see if we can hit our way to victory, perhaps. I don't know, get there.
But even that number, I'm not going to speak for Jakey. He was there. But every time you'd look at that number, you'd just be going, fuck.
Yeah.
Excuse my French.
Yeah. So hopefully that's the
every
motivation.
time.
Yeah.
43.
Yeah.
You know, coming off 200-300 lots and get rolled for 43.
Yeah.
You know, that would just be.
I think it
kicking the balls, to be honest.
Yeah. From outside again, I think it just got on top of them. Bit of that quicksand feeling. Like we're sinking. I'm
not didn't take anything away from.
No, yeah, they bowled reasonable. No, but it's just sometimes that sinking feeling, right? And then like you just can't get out of it.
Can't get out. Cannot.
Yeah, and it's just like fuck, everything's just collapsing.
Yeah.
Don't know how we move on from here. But we'll go to Hugh. Take us through this bowling because it was a pretty good performance in the end.
All right, not knowing what they were like previously, Balladura, we'll go through some figures here. 16.1 overs, 2 maidens, 6 for 33. Pretty impressive.
Pretty good grand final wicket haul there.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
Was he bowling quick there, Jakey?
He was. First ball of
Jakey's smiling.
First ball of the day was a slower ball down leg side that bounced off the grass. Deliberate for whatever reason, I'm not sure, but slower ball down leg that hit the top of Jimmy's glove and bounced up on his lip, and had him injured from the very first ball.
Brilliant.
What a start.
Tooth was pushed inwards, blood everywhere, lips swollen. But yeah, and that was far from the only ball down leg side from a fuck for the day. But when he got it right, it was good to watch.
Nice.
Hence the 6 wickets.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, very good.
Well, slow ball.
It's an interesting tactic on the first ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you should have just said loosener. It would have been different. Just a loosener.
I was in sleeps and there was plenty of confusion behind me. Put it that way.
Especially from Jimmy.
I wonder how long. Like you go to sleep on the Friday night, knowing you open the bowl and you just go, do you know what?
I don't know with a slow ball.
Yeah, I think this is great.
I'm pretty sure the second ball of the day went down leg again as well.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Jimmy was.
Hopefully not another slower ball.
A bit quicker that one, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Abasi, 15 overs, 5 maidens, 1 for 26. Broads, 11 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 31. Chimera, 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 16. Trey, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 37. Apparently he was bowling okay, Trey. Was he? He was going all right, wasn't he?
Yep.
I think early.
Yep, no, he bowled well.
Trey, spinner?
Nah, pace, but he can bowl pretty good leg spin, I believe.
He tends to hit the spot consistently, doesn't he? He's
just a medium
like
pacer.
a medium pacer, honest. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yep.
And Osama, 14 overs, 6 maidens, no wicket for 18.
Yeah, it's pretty good going as well there. Not a wicket, but nice and get the runs down there.
Yeah, I would say, well, it's hard to say this when fuck stats read 6 for 33, but Osama for me would probably be the best of the bowlers for the day. Like he bowled sensational.
Yeah, okay.
Like for a leggy to go at 1.28,
it's not bad, right?
Is pretty unreal.
Yeah.
And Abasi wasn't far behind him too. He was just putting it on the spot all day long.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think the runs that come from his bowling were very few. Like there was 4 wides in there to begin with, but there were a few looseners that were just taken advantage of. But just fucking on the spot all day long. And I'm in slips just same thing, just repeating myself. Couple steps forward, crouch down into Jimmy's gloves. I pick it up, throw it. Same goes again.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
hit the spot all day long, so it was really good to watch.
Yeah. So a couple of questions I've got for you, Jakey, after looking at this scorecard. We had them 3 for 85, 4 for 85. Then they got a little bit of a partnership. 5 for 117, 6 for 117, 7 for 119. And this is where I was looking on. I was following on the My Cricket. You guys, I was on it all day, pretty much going between the grades. And then 8 for 128. What happened? Like, it's not many, right? It's 38 runs after that, right? But did they just knuckle down in this last little? Like, they scored more in the back half than they did in the front half, I guess.
Yeah, the tail enders knuckled down, and
You guys dropped. Was it a lot of missed chances or not really? They played well.
there wasn't a lot, but there were a couple. There were a couple, and there were just a couple of bits and bobs in the field where we just could have done a hell of a lot better. It wasn't necessarily a chance for anything.
Yep.
But we just didn't do enough. Simple as that.
Yeah. What were the thoughts at 165?
Do you mean?
Sorry. Let Hewey finish.
Sorry. Do you mean as in the fielding efforts, or you just
Yeah.
the intensity more so, or what?
Even a bit of both, to be honest. Like pretty much the same guys talking in the field, trying to rev it up.
That happens a lot.
Like props to Pekka. All day he was just trying to lift the guys in the field and trying to get them to talk more. And he didn't really get a whole lot of the ball out in the field. He usually gets a bit more. He's put in the spots where the ball is going to go because he's a pretty handy fielder and he tries his guts out.
Yeah.
But he didn't really get that much of it, but he was just constantly talking, trying to get the guys to lift. So it was a bit of a combination of that and some poor fielding.
Yeah, and then what was the 165? You're all coming off. What was the feeling?
Overall, look, I think Brodie's last message that he left us with was that's a cracking effort.
Yep.
Like they're a very good side. No one's doubting that because they're at the top of the ladder and have been all season. So we bowled well all day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have anyone that didn't bowl well.
Yeah.
Bowled well. We let them get away with far too much at the tail end there, like you said. And that was pretty disappointing. But the message was, don't let that bring down the overall performance because that is still a pretty cracking effort against.
Yeah, you'd be like 165 is that a good mark, right? You think we can chase that down. Yeah,
when we've come off 320 the past 2 games.
Yep.
Confidence be high for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So all right, so we're up to 165. And Jakey, I'll just get because you played in the game because we'll come to you more. I'll get Hewey to have a look at the scorecard here.
Okay, batting. Praveen opened up with Ramesh. I'm looking at Praveen's scorecard here, and even we were getting messages back all the time. He was just sitting at one end, trying his ass off. That's what it seemed like. Anyway,
mate, I was watching and I was super. Mate, they were into him. Honestly, the other team, and he just doesn't get. He's changed must have changed his attitude, right? Because it used to be you get into him, and then that's how you get him out.
Yeah.
But man, geez, 104
so determined,
balls,
104 for 12. So determined. I think he's this far away. Okay? This far away.
I think, you talk
for
about
the podcast. What I'm saying is he's not much. Far away from just taking that next step, and on he goes.
He's going out about it the right way.
Yeah,
like, you cannot fold his attitude one bit.
Yeah, and just to follow up lastly on that bit, we're talking about having like the teams kind of change. You get the leadership in and encourages. This is his best year of cricket.
Absolutely.
In top grade.
Those dynamics start to absolutely turn.
This has obviously helped him with the team that they've put together this year, and having someone who obviously believes in him has kept him opening and he's reaping
him in.
So absolutely. Not only is Rhodes' captaincy reaping the rewards, the team is, and Pekka is too. And I think he's a standout. He's been a standout this year. Constantly making that 30, right? And we're questioning that. Yeah. And then the other week he made that 75. And I know, like, it's just, as you said, 12 here, but 104 balls. It's showing determination. It's showing the grit.
Bit of grit. Absolutely.
This is the way forward, right? Close, he's that close just to being really kind of dominant potentially in the grade. Yeah.
Ramesh, 3 off 8. Jimmy Bowe, 4 off 16. Brodie McGee, 4 off 8. Chimera with a duck. Was it a good duck? When I say was a good duck, was it a good ball or?
No, I saw this is when I left. So Brody got a nice full one on his pads. He was very disappointed that he just missed it.
Yeah, the word is he got fired a bit.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like he was playing it leg side.
Okay.
So we're standing like on the far side. He played a leg side shot, but here on the full, don't you take it straight on from there or something? I don't know. Maybe
if it was the leg side that was so much an issue. I think he come down the pitch a bit.
Okay.
Which might have been, but like he said,
but
when
hit
he
him on
come
full.
off that, he couldn't believe he missed a full tosser on his leg.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
You know.
And with Chimera,
helping.
Never really looked comfortable, but then just hit it like a one to mid wicket. Mid off, like kind of just cover mid off.
Half shot or
basically he caught it at his face level, right? And it wasn't smoked by any means, but it wasn't not mishit either. It was just a shot, but just didn't look comfortable.
Okay, Malik, 1 off 12. Hamza, 3 off 15. Afak, 1 off 6. Abasi, 1 off 10. Jakey boy here was not out, 4 off 11. And Trey, 4 off 11. Osama didn't bat.
Yeah.
So, yes, I know it's a hard one, but just harping back to what we're talking about with third grade, I don't want to sound disrespectful or anything, but was there any of that knuckle down, attempt going on, or was everyone just happy to play the shots? And
no, I think that was part of the problem, was that middle order. And me and Gaz had a bit of a chat about it before we started the pod. There wasn't really. I mean, Abasi is pretty good. He tends to knuckle down and try and hang around and get the team back to a pretty respectable spot where we can choose whether we go for it or keep knuckling down. But the few guys in front of him sort of just threw it away, really, when there was no need. I know losing Brody and Chimera back to back when we don't have runs on the board to begin with is a bit nerve-wracking. But yeah, it was just, I think Afak did go out. I think Brody sent him out with the intention of having a bit of a swing and trying to just change the momentum, put a bit of
break
pressure
them
back
up
on us.
Yeah.
So can't blame him for that. But there are a few other guys in that middle order that sort of had a swing when there was no need to. We knew how good the bowling was, and you're going to get found out if you're swinging to very good bowling.
Yeah.
Like Jason Noble was sweeping the balls both ways. So
yeah,
it was pretty good.
Tough.
Like, overall, obviously very disappointing with the result, but I won't take away anything from Balladura's bowling. It was outstanding.
Cool.
Fair
enough.
And I think from us,
but you just got to. Yeah, sometimes my point is more so you got to be honest.
Yeah.
And wear it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then
no excuses.
No, exactly. And then look,
no excuses.
And when you get in that position again, which you're going to, it's that's where you go. Okay, what did we do last time? What can I do this time differently to make the result different?
Yeah, change your mind frame around it. And
yeah, that's right. But all in all, extremely proud of this team, the way they've come together, and feels like we got real talent there.
Absolutely.
Now,
to finish where they did, to come home as strong as they did.
Yeah. And
it's hard to replicate, but it's still an achievement.
Yeah.
You still got to do it.
Yeah, and I reckon, like Balladura obviously up top, I reckon we were the team they didn't want to see.
Yeah, I think they, from memory, the skipper mentioned something about that in the speech as well.
Yeah.
Based off recent performances from us, they weren't too keen on seeing us at the grand final.
Yeah.
And they did have some concerns coming into the match after 328.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they definitely weren't overly confident.
Yeah. So I think all round a great performance by the team, and I think they're just going to get better. They've got the talent there. Now they just need to bring it together again.
Yep.
Come back
and build.
Yeah, come back hungry, guys. Put in that effort. Enjoy your cricket, and I think good things are going to be coming. Yeah,
Let it burn.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So well done there on a great season.
Boys, on a great season. You did, should be proud of yourselves.
So we'll get into the last game, which was a winning game. Another flag in the club rooms. A super effort. We also played Belladura. I think they might have been. They come from fourth.
Yes.
No, they couldn't have. They would have played the third. I think
Third.
third. They would have played you in the semi otherwise. Yeah, so they made. You got them all out for 124, and then in reply, this is just this clinical way this team operated all year. Ended up passing their score at 4 for 125. Yeah, we'll get Jakey to read out the scorecard, both sides in a sec, Huey. What do you take out of that one? What are some of the what was it like?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's hard to describe, really. You know, it's not like your first one.
No.
But for me, being older, to watch the boys, just the way they go about it is pretty good. Everyone's got so much confidence in each other that they can do the job. There's no bullshit.
Yep.
There's lots of banter. Everyone is relaxed. I don't know how relaxed Tone was. He looked a bit stressed, but you know what Tone's like. He'd fall asleep with a drop of a hat. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was I don't know what the word is. Sunday, I was a bit toughy Sunday. I couldn't stand still, to be honest. But and for me, this is only me, but we were 2 for 15 or something. What we were chasing, 124.
Yeah.
Overnight, and we batted at a shit time. You know, that end of the day, which is always going to be risky anyway. But I just thought, geez, if we lose one here, and because the ground's so fucking slow,
yeah,
you know, it might just turn the pressure a little bit.
Yeah.
The boys might just get a little bit nervous and all that. But
and you come back the next day, everyone's fresh again. Their bowlers are fresh. You lose that one or two, as you're saying, right. And then all of a sudden, shit, we're 4 for 20.
I mean, it can work both ways, can't it? You can work for the bowling team. We can also go, well, we wipe that now, and we come back today, and off we go again. You know? Which is what happened basically for us.
That's right. We're lucky that 18-year-old kid from Belladura felt sore after his 6-over performance, or whatever it was the night before.
The fuck. It went home and had a Radox bath. Fucking please, mate.
So before we get into the first bit, Hugh, what was the messaging going? You obviously, I think you might have probably won the toss if you bowled first.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the final messaging going out into the field?
I'll tell you what. The one thing we are really good at is doing the basics really well.
Yep.
And the basics are bowl good lines, good lengths, hold your catches. Now the third one we're not so good at.
Yeah.
Right. We're still not good at it. But line and length, and just build pressure. We are superb at. You know? That's what got us there in the first place.
Yeah.
Because we can do that day in, day out. You know? Maybe that comes with experience. We're not the younger side going around.
No, you all kind of know what you have
what we have to do. So there's not too much individual stuff or anything like that. This is what we're going to do. Okay, let's stick to it.
Yeah.
Off we go. Really, I don't know too much more to say about that.
That's fine.
And that's certainly what it feels. That's what it is, really.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
So Jakey, take us through that bowling scorecard there.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like Addy opened the bowling with dunks. Both bowled really well by the looks of the stats here. Addy with his 11 overs, 5 maidens, 2 for 16, economy of 1.45, so very good going there. Dunks with 19 overs, 5 maidens, 1 for 32. Also very good. So when you've got an opening partnership like that, it just sets the tone for the day, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
They're just in the shoebox the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. If you want to hit me, come and get me. You know, it's just brilliant.
Yeah, I love the way Addy bowls. I love the way Dunk bowls. I'm not taking away from Dunk, but fuck, Addy is something different, right?
No fuss.
Just scrolls in.
You got to stick dynamite up his ass to get anything out of him. You know what I mean? Come on.
It is an effortless action.
It's unreal. Yeah. Cruisy. So good.
No, very good,
so
Addy.
Good. Always has been, to be fair.
Yeah.
Hasn't been any different. Nothing will change.
No.
But he just does it.
Another one that's just stuck to the basics and done it well.
And does it well.
Consistently.
You know?
Yeah. Skip the next one, Jakey.
Sorry,
we can come back to that one.
Yeah. Then Bubsy, who was my pick of pick as
it'd be interesting to
player
go
of the
back who
match.
we said, yeah.
Yeah, from last week's podcast.
Well, you got close.
I think he went all right with the bat, but
Yeah.
bowling he didn't get too much of an opportunity, just the 3 overs. No maidens, none for 11. So that's probably why it looks like the worst performance on this card, but it's not even that bad. So. But no, Jared next, who's taken a fair few wickets this season. He's been good. He bowled 11 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 21. So another couple for him.
His bowling's getting better and better.
Yeah, I was going to mention something about his bowling when we got through this.
Okay.
And the last to bowl was Petey. 8 overs, 2 maidens, none for 17. And then the one player that I missed. Do you want to talk about him?
Now go to him, mate. Now go to him.
Well, I think it's no surprise who it is.
Yeah.
The skipper, following on from the 2 opening bowlers, bowling a treat, and he comes out and just does what he does. 14.2 overs, 5 maidens, 5 for 24.
It's pretty bloody good.
Player of the match.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was player
of the match performance.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's just...
Well, sets us up, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know? Honestly, I'm lost for words with saying how good this guy is, right? Like, honestly, like, I know, like, Hewey, you're close mate. We're all, close mates with him. But he's lost a step, right? But he hasn't lost a step in cricket. He's so cricket smart.
So clever.
He just knows. He sees what a batsman does, and then he plays to his weakness straight away. He just picks up that you're weak there. I'm just going to pep you there.
Yeah, and he moves his field to suit. He does whether he's bowling or not. He's always watching. He's always doesn't say bugger all. Doesn't say anything unless he wants you to move it. That's the only time he speaks.
Yeah, that's right.
But everyone knows exactly where they're at. Do you know what I mean? But he doesn't have to say anything. Some of his body language sometimes.
You never really know, right? Yeah.
No, but in fairness too, like when he came on to bowl, I mean the other two had done such a good job.
Yeah.
They're sort of probably thinking, let's go after time. But he's that smart, going, I know you're going to come after me, and
he just puts one a little shorter, a little fuller, or
to suit.
Yeah, that's right. So just
very clever.
Yeah, looking at that fall of wickets, like the 1 for 4, 2 for 14, 3 for 56, so a bit of a partnership there. Then the next wicket at 58, 65, then another partnership 105, and then 106, 107, then you kind of 120 and 124. I guess what I was going to say about Jared, I have never really seen him bowl, but I was here and I saw he took his 2 wickets. He bowled both of the batsmen.
His first, oh no, was it Jared? Yeah, his first wicket was a peach.
Yeah,
first ball,
and it was against
went through the young fella that was exhausted.
But he was batting well. That young guy, big tall bloke, right? Yeah. He was batting well, and I was thinking, he's the guy that looks like he's going to take it away from you guys a little bit, right? Where they can get us to a score of potentially 160, 170, right, and really put the pressure on. He looked comfortable. He didn't look like he didn't get any chances. Then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, Jared just bowled this peach and got him right.
Yeah.
And then a couple of hours later, he gets another guy exactly the same way. And I think Tone obviously changed the momentum when he got, so Addy got 2 early ones, right? Then Tone kind of came on, changed the momentum back in your favour again after they got a bit on top.
Yeah.
But I thought Jared was another momentum shifter with his 2. I thought they were really important wickets. I thought he bowled super.
Yeah.
He
has done since he started bowling all year, to be honest.
Yeah, it's an interesting action.
He's always done his job.
But it gets the job done, right?
Gets the job done. Yeah. Exactly right.
So that was a great effort. Now, we've talked about what it was like before you went out there. What were you guys thinking at? You would have been pretty confident, 124. Not. I mean, you got to chase them, obviously. You're not going around with we've won this. But what's the feeling? You must have been pretty happy.
I think the boys were confident. They certainly weren't overconfident. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It was like, and that's another good trait of the side. No one's sort of walking around with their chest out going, oh, yeah, it's going to be piss easy. And it's not like that at all, really.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what they've got to do, and, we sit and wait, and times to play your role. But that time of the day, it's always tricky.
Yeah.
But, we lost 2. But we were okay. We were confident. We were, really going to try and survive. I think it was 8 or 9 overs or something like that. So,
yeah.
But, there was certainly wasn't any over the top. we're going to win this, and there certainly wasn't any. When we lost the 2 wickets, there certainly wasn't any. We're in the shit.
It's fallen away. Yeah.
So because tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and we've all played enough cricket to go. Okay, we just reset and off we go.
Yeah. Then Jakey, we did the batting thing. How did we go there?
Yes, very well. Ado and Paulie opened as usual. Remind me, was Paulie your?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
Couldn't quite string it together as he has previously this season. Just a 6 off 17 for him. Ado, 15 off 67. So not too bad.
He was going alright, Ado. He was really good. Solid, and the boys were just picking him off. It was probably more on Sunday, more so than Saturday. But,
even to get through 67 balls as the opening batsman, can't ask for too much more. Obviously, every team wants to get a very good opening partnership on the board. Take the shine off the ball with 10 or 11 overs faced. So he's done a job in that. And then Hewey, the man next to me, unlucky on the weekend with the duck. Hewey?
No, there's no luck.
No,
definitely not luck.
Definitely not luck. Probably could have gone better than that. No excuses. Just played at one. I probably shouldn't have been.
Nice thick edge though.
It's super thick.
Couldn't convince the umpire.
There was no convincing that. Would have heard it in fucking Dianella with that letter. So unfortunately, it was just
that's all right,
bit
mate.
of a brain fade. But
that happens.
It is what it is.
Yep. And then Kano followed with 36 not out. I believe he hit the winning runs as well, and that was off 125 balls.
That's a good effort
from Kano there.
I've got to say, played a little bit of cricket with Kane over different periods of time, but I reckon, and I said it to him on the weekend, it's the best he's batted.
Yeah.
By far. Not so much shots, but with his head.
Yeah.
Discipline and
patient. So much so patient, because he can sort of, that why can drop out every now and then, and he's been a bit guilty of going okay and then just chuck it, but geez, he batted well. I thought he did anyway. I thought he batted smart, determined.
Yeah, good on him.
Great effort there, Bubbles.
Great knock. And then Daffy was the other one on the runs, 58 off 70 from him. So a good knock from Daffy there. Really got the boys on the front foot.
Was he my man?
Was he yours?
Was he?
Don't know.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Come on, Paulie Crabman.
Something.
I think Paulie Crabman, he did a lot of good work then. He really set the team up, right? No, but Glenn batted extremely well. He looked very comfortable out there.
Yeah. And they would have been nervous when he come out too, as you would be.
Yeah.
You'd just be thinking, oh shit, here we go,
Yeah, he played very well.
He batted. They both did in partnership, Kane and
well, that was it. Big partnership from the two of them, and
it was
pretty much took you all the way through.
Any
good to
nerves
watch. They were clever, smart.
3 for whatever you were just fade away. Then
well, even when Ado was out with Kano, they were just wearing him down really. You know, and Ado, I know he didn't score many runs, but he batted well.
Yeah, long period of time he's out there.
A few that he probably should have hit, but it was just like wearing them out as well,
No, super effort by the team of the year in that grade. I mean, probably from round one, I think you're probably on top, weren't you? It would have been pretty close.
Possible. The only team we lost to was Bellagura. That was early.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but round one, were we not the only team that actually played? Us and
another one fell over like a 9 pins.
Oh, that's right.
Getting injured and all that was like, this is shit.
Ours was the only match that went ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
We hit the winning runs off a free hit. Do you remember who did that? Yeah, that would be
wasn't fucking me.
Oh,
wasn't me.
He's asking rhetorical questions.
Big weekend.
Yeah. No, that's like as I said, the team of the year. Just do what they do. This crew was, like last year playing M grade right and dominated down there, and then to come all the way up to E grade. Although they're getting old, all the talent is just still there, right, to play this kind of cricket.
I think, and I bang on to people about this all the time. Like the mental side of the game, you can still have the skill, but you can. And I'm not blowing our trumpet, but you can play M's, which is just like, it was almost fucking torture.
Yeah,
it's so slow.
Yeah.
And then to come up to what we played, we're not playing any different.
No,
It's more about your head than it is your skill and how you use those skills. That's more what it was about this year.
Yeah,
you know?
And I think like you guys,
and it shows.
Yeah,
you know?
You guys outsmart a lot of the teams. Just like what you're saying, like just for Tone, for instance, like bowling exactly where he knows where to bowl, right? And then you guys just know what to do.
You know what to do. You can almost read him sometimes. You know what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Not always, but
even this batting order, we didn't see it here because we didn't get that far. But the blokes to come after Jared is Dacky, Pete, Denman, Dunks.
Yeah.
Like, the
list goes all the way down.
Full of those guys that have got the experience, but they've been consistent for so long and just done what they need to do.
Yeah.
And that's that. They're nothing flashy. It's not like a Daffy who comes out and hits big bombs and changes a game like that.
Yeah.
They're just consistent. They knuckle down, get their head down, and they've done it for years. And it's the same.
And support. You can support each other. You know you're going to support each other and all that sort of thing. But
And then we had the medal. We had the medal presentation, and as naming man of the match, I'm pretty sure Daffy thought he was shoo-in.
He might have been close.
And as the umpire went, and the winner is, I saw Daffy's butt kind of leave the.
He didn't do that because he read out how well they went. So he's gone, Kano with this, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
Glenn Gillette playing with 58. Well, you're not winning it, mate.
Yeah, you can see the air just go out of his tires, right? Yeah. But Tone won man of the match, well deserved.
Yeah, just set us up basically.
Yeah. So great effort there, guys. What a wonderful year, and hopefully you're all back again next year to give it another go. You might be in D grade, I'm guessing, next year.
We might have to split them all up. We'll see what happens next year.
So,
congrats, Huey. That's big. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. It was. It's always good to play with the boys. Been playing with them for such a long time. It's like family, really.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So it's good.
All right, that brings us to the end of the games. Before we go any further, we've got one or two more things to go through. Just to thank our sponsors, Infront Australia Finance, Meredith Hammett, the Bottle Main Street, Hagen Hastings Watches, Naz and the team at Palace Cleaning, and Varsity. Make sure you get down there, and you will all be there Saturday, flashing your barcode, getting the club points, and we will reap the rewards of that. All right, so we thought that coming up for ideas, we're going to continue doing the pod over the break if these guys will keep doing it. So we're going to come up with some ideas, but we also want you guys, we need you guys to start being a bit more interactive with us. I know you're listening. We're getting 50, 60 listens, so that's all the club listening, right? Guys, don't be afraid. Just put a comment in the YouTube section about something you might want to hear about. We'll do a few player profiles. We'll do...
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Join us. Guys, just get on. It's a bit of fun. We're just sitting in the office right now, just chatting away. No, it's good fun. So we thought for next week, or it might be next week, like our next pod, whenever we do the next pod, which will be pretty certain. All right. We've decided we are going to do a team of the year. So the Belga podcast team of the year. So I've given, not quite yet, but I'm building a dossier to email my co-hosts Jakey and Hewey. So what we're going to do is build the team of the year on consensus and see what we come up with. So guys, the rules for the voting for the team of the year, and then you guys can interact with, once you'll hear that on the pod how we all went about it, and then we hope that you guys post away and let us know where we went wrong or who you'd have in instead.
No abuse, you bastards.
Yeah.
It's just our opinion.
Yeah. So how it's going to run, we are going to choose 5 batters. This is across all grades. 5 batters, a keeper, an all-rounder, and 4 bowlers. Now, we're going to get our squads together, and then we're going to have locks and maybes and no's, I guess. So, a lock would be if I say a player that I want in my batting lineup. If Huey's got him as a lock and Jake's got him as a lock, he's locked in. And then we'll go from there. And anyone, if we only end up with 4 that are locked, then we'll discuss the 5th and work out if I had a lock that Huey didn't. So all 3 have to be consensus for a lock. All right, who you think should be in there no matter what.
Sounds fair.
Yeah.
Now, when you say...
suggestion.
Sorry.
What about a 12th man for the most handsome bloke at the club? Get me in the list, guys.
I don't know.
Sorry.
You're going to win that, Jake.
Well,
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to
third
say
at this
anything.
table alone, so maybe not.
Not as a lock, that's
Yeah.
for sure. No,
But
I'm joking.
I think we do to it. Out of that, maybe not the most handsome, but I think a 12th man is probably fair. So we'll look at
Best 12 man.
But yeah, you don't have to play 12th man to get 12th man.
No.
It's just if you just missed out. So Huey, what was your thought? Like, what are you?
I can't remember.
Okay, yeah, Jake's
Sorry.
got his.
Yes. What I was going to say was, so we all might have a lock, but when we change the order, we're allowed to play with the order.
Yeah, so we're just choosing 5, and then we
Yeah.
try to manipulate
So
them
it's
into
not
an order.
a lock for number 2 or 4 or
No,
whatever.
it's just
We can
we're just
play.
trying to lock down 5 batsmen. It can be
Right.
across all grades,
Okay.
and that's how we go. Now, one thing we need to discuss is the all-rounder, the criteria for an all-rounder. I was thinking I'll just start. It's kind of changed as I've gone. I think it should be. I originally had 100 runs, 15 wickets, but I think it should be maybe runs.
I think
like
100 runs is fair.
100 runs is fair, but I think it should be overs bowled. So you've got to be, so wickets, you can get your all-rounder based on wickets, right? You can choose your all-rounder based on it, but I think it should be you've got to have bowled over a certain amount of overs, more than just wickets, because 15 might eliminate potentially too many, because just for instance, say you had Tone, right? He might, if he had him as your all-rounder, he's in the wickets, right? But if Tone you're choosing in your bowling section as a lock, for instance,
You might not make it with runs.
yeah, well or you might not. Yeah, so I think we go for more over. Like, should we look at it first and then?
It up more then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you reckon? 20? You got to at least bowl. Well, there's 14 rounds, right? So 25 is only bowling 2 and 0. So you reckon 40 overs in the
Do
year?
we even have to have
Overs?
particular stats around it?
Well, I
We
think
just open it up and go, who we actually think is a great all-rounder.
They've got to had to do both though.
you got to
Legitimately in a
have to
game.
have-
You
Living
can't have an
legitimately in a
all-rounder
game.
that hasn't bowled an over for the
So,
season.
yeah, but knowing they can, they've got to actually have put the front foot forward
Yeah.
and bowled. So.
So
you
you're going to
reckon-
go to overs, are you? Or are you going to go
as
to
the minimum
wickets?
to knock people out, to have the criteria right, so you can't get into the all rounder if you haven't done
A minimum.
a minimum. So I'm thinking more, or do you go 10
Gotta be
wickets
50
then?
overs then, or something like that. Minimum.
Yeah. So do you reckon minimum overs of 15, or reduce the wickets to
50.
10? Sorry, 50, or reduce the wickets to 10.
Well, either way, I'm happy either way with that.
All right, we'll come
Maybe
together with
both.
the criteria.
Maybe both.
Yeah, maybe both. So guys, you all listen to this. Put some of your criteria forward to us of what you think we should do, and then we'll come back and we'll do a bit of a pod, and then work out from there.
H is usually good with the YouTube comments. He might have a suggestion. But
Yeah.
hopefully we get a few more as well. That would be good.
Yeah, jump on board, boys, because the more interactive this gets, the actually more fun it will be for everyone, right? So that'll be good. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
All right, and then I thought we'll do some more fun awards for the club and really get you guys and the listeners involved. And you're going to see some Facebook spamming coming in the next couple of days as we start to, you'll see the categories, and we'll see if we can get some awards for these ones. So the first up we're going to do for the year. So you guys will be voting on this, and like we'll decide the winner, and we'll have votes as well. But we'll put it on. All you got to do is comment on each post. So we're going to have the Impact Player of the Year, which is basically someone who changed the game. So it's not the ones that show up necessarily on the scoreboard. We're looking for like a match-turning spell or innings, a clutch performance in a tight game, or turning the momentum with a great catch or a partnership breaker, something like that. So that'll be our first award, and each award that we put up on Facebook will have the criteria that what we're looking for in each award. You guys like that one?
You can put up
Sounds
a poll.
good.
Yeah.
Put up a poll or something, and you can add a player in, and people can vote.
Yeah, but we just want also why you like we want. So if we're going like Hewey broke a partnership round 6, 150, and Hewey came on the bowl in that turn, and then we got them all out for fuck all after that or something along those lines. The next award. It's more probably in tones, but we can do the coach's nightmare or the coach's dream. We'll work out which one it would be, Yeah, and how? So I think we do the coach's nightmare. You reckon?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the coach's nightmare.
Not enough room on the page. Mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So someone who's probably not as reliable, like turning up for games, maybe turning up really late, panics for no particular reason, doesn't really follow plans, invents their own. So you tell them to field there, and the next minute you look up, they're nowhere near there. Something along those lines. We'll figure out who the most aloof person in the club is. So that's our second award, and we'll be putting all these up individually, looking for your nominations. Then it's just obviously one of the other ones, the best fielder. So we're looking at someone who saves a lot of runs.
No catches.
Yeah. Okay.
No catches. Doesn't take catches. Just
best
fielder.
You've got to have some catches.
No, that'll all come into play when you do your team.
Yeah. We're looking for someone.
You can't have best fielder and taking catches. This is best fielder's fucked it up. So
this is all more novelty awards. So this is like your best. So basically, we're looking for the worst fielder. But we're going to call it the best fielder.
Best fielder. Yeah.
So think these as novelties. So if you think it's that's why we went the coach's nightmare. So we're looking at now the best
fielder without taking a catch.
Yeah. So someone who maybe dives a lot of times per innings. Great boundary rider, doesn't really get in close where catches are really going to be hit, where you try to hide them. And then any spectacularly bad drops that were sitters. So, try to think about where you're at with that. And then, so Hugh, take us through to number 4 of what we're going to be doing.
Number 4, vibe and culture. So, try and find someone that either comes up with the best sledges, who's best at team spirit, who's the best. I don't think we have a fines session.
No, so we'll take some of the criteria. These are just kind of what we like. Some of the criteria, we can take some out.
Locker room MVP. Jeez, that'll be up for grabs. Yeah, correct.
Someone who's all up, always up and about.
Yeah, and someone that's most helpful around the club, like setting up, packing up, all those bits and pieces that go with being just a good person, club, and good team man.
Yeah. So recognize this is like a peers award, basically. So we'll have the fun ones, then we'll have the real ones, the guys who are doing it. Jakey.
Next one will be the availability champion. So the ones who are always putting their hands up for bits and pieces, never bailing on you when there is a task at hand, something like that. Does what's asked of them, goes up the grades if needed. Does things no questions asked, basically.
Yeah.
All round good performer and always available for the club and to help out.
Yeah, very good. I like the next one. This will be a great award. I hope we get some good nominations in this one. Yeah.
The nominations will be an interesting part to read.
So the next one, we're looking for the stat patter of the year. We all know what the stat patter does. Does he go out and bowl the easy overs? Doesn't bowl at the top, but when he feels like a nice little wicket can be taken, I'll come on. This is my turn. And then they bat for the team or bat for the averages. So you guys, you can have a bit of fun with this. Remember when we do all this, don't take it
too serious.
Like if you win it, like we're all having fun with each other. This is one way you can build good camaraderie amongst the team. So we're looking for the stat patter of the year. Huey?
Next one is the versatility factor. I suppose back in the footy days it was utility, isn't it?
Yeah, someone who can kind of go anywhere.
Someone that, say, for example, has opened and maybe batted down the order as well, all the way through, does whatever. Bowls with a new ball, bowls with the old ball, sometimes makes the new ball into the old ball. There's plenty of them. Just quietly. I didn't say that. And then one week might be keeping, next week he'll be bowling, next week's opening the batting, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that'll be a good one as well.
Good. And Jakey?
Next one is the social contribution and attendance. Someone that rocks up to everything, gets down to all the social events, always at training, might be the bestest chef by the barbecue, whipping out the best snags. Hewey, I might have seen you on the barbie once this season.
There wasn't much competition this year, Jake.
It's been a bit lately. I've seen Coops on the barbecue.
Yeah, Coops cooking his burgers.
He's done a fair bit.
Yeah, But in general,
could even be
we had
Nikki making
Addy.
the sandwiches.
Addy.
Oh, Addy.
Addy's
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
good, yeah.
No good.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, it's the best social
Yeah.
contributor for that one. So just someone that gets down to the social events, performs. I know Cooper was pretty funny at the quiz night. Up on stage, so
That's
bits
pretty-
and pieces like
Yeah,
that.
pretty
Someone who-
disappointed he lost his song off.
Someone who gets around the social stuff.
Yeah, all right. Then we're looking at the carried the team person, the person who consistently carried the batting, bowling, vibes, and even the esky. So someone who's just an ultimate team man who does it all. Based on, thank God he's here, because I wouldn't have done it if no one would have done it if he's here.
Yeah, who's got the esky? I got it.
Yeah. So we'll look at that one. And then Hugh, this is a pretty self-explanatory one, I guess.
Yeah, who's improved the most? Breakout player. So it's I think there'd probably be a handful of fellas that could.
They could be right up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is it's a fun one, but it's a serious
This one,
as well,
yeah.
you know?
So we'll come up with
There's
nominations as well.
There's
But,
in there.
yeah, but we'll also ask
Absolutely.
you guys to come up with ones
Come
as
up
well.
with one as well. Yeah.
And all nominations will be looked at, and then we'll ultimately
Yeah.
decide. But yeah, put
'Cause
your
we're in charge.
thoughts through. Exactly. Jakey.
Next one is for someone who commits to the bits. So whether that could be the sharpest dressed on game day, looking after the fashion, best mow around the club. Gary's rocking a
that's
pretty
good.
good mow
Yeah.
across from me here. Best kit, who's purchasing $1,200 cricket bats.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatnot.
where the most unnecessary
Yeah, most
purchase.
unnecessary purchases in there.
This will be fun. This will be
yeah,
interesting to
this
spend.
will
So,
Well,
Yeah.
we going leave your bags in the gym, boys. We'll be going through them. Find
Yeah.
out what's going on.
yeah, that's it.
A few home truths in there, I reckon.
Yeah. And then the last one we'll go with we want the story of the year. So this will be a fun one. We want the most shocking run out, like when I think Brownie had one a couple of years ago where he went to slide the bat and it just dug into the ground and he flipped over the top of it or something like that.
Pete might have had a bad one just recently as well. Sorry,
Yeah.
Pete.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm sure you guys are all around your team knowing. So it's the run out, a sitter of a catch, someone falling over the boundary rope, or
Can the co-host be nominated? Because I have a feeling I might be up there after the weekend for this one.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, of course you can be nominated.
yeah. So we'll find out
You
what
want
it
us to
was, but
nominate
Yeah.
you?
yeah, we'll find out. But hopefully someone already will nominate you. So these will go up over the next coming days. I'm sure Damo will be fine if we just flood the Facebook with polls and
Yeah.
awards. And then someone losing their run up midway, not necessarily
Falling
misstepping,
over.
but more falling over, making a bit of a dick of themselves. So that'll be what we do. There's 12 awards there. We'll at least do 10 of them. There's some of the ideas. So we'll have a big pod the next week doing the team of the year. That should be nicely and hotly debated. And then, guys, we really want your interaction on this one. We're trying to bring up some content that you guys will just get an hour of good listening to during the week. So make sure you contribute because we weren't at every game, so we don't know all the things that happen in your team. So, and just remember, it's all in jest and a
And
bit
have
of
a
fun.
bit of fun with it, boys. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that brings us to the end of today. Hugh, any last thoughts?
No, I just want to say, congratulations to everyone. Shane Force, missed out by what they did because they, would have had that chance themselves as well. To the two teams that lost, congratulations for getting there. Amazing effort, really, from especially tops from where they were to finish where they did.
Yep.
And thirds, you deserve to be there. Don't make be no shame in losing it at all. You got to get there. You got to be in it to win it. So
That's right.
just hope it burns. Been there myself, so know what it's like.
Yeah.
And, I just hope that everyone sort of points in the same direction and go, fuck yeah, we want to win it now.
Yeah.
We've had that taste. Come back and see all the boys that do win with their medals around their neck and the smiles on the faces. So
Yeah.
and anyone says to me, oh that doesn't bother me. Bullshit. It doesn't. Bullshit.
Yeah.
It should anyway.
Huh? It should.
Yeah.
Absolutely congratulate them, but you look at their the smile on their face and look at the medal around their neck and just go, fuck, I want one of those.
Yeah, that's right.
Something
Something to strive for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Point in the same direction. So well done, everyone. And our boys that won, well, couldn't ask for any more. It was fantastic.
Yep. Jakey, last thoughts?
Yeah, very similar to what Hugh had to say, really. Cracking effort to all teams this season. We were that close to getting 4 from 4 in the grand finals. And that's massive from where we were at the start of the season or pre-season. And then, it was only a matter of a couple of months ago and the lid was off, guys.
I know, it still is. I think it's still
absolutely.
like Damo came and said, "Oh, we went to it." No, we didn't. We fucking 3 grand finals. What do you want?
3 grand finals and a win.
Yeah, exactly.
The lid is absolutely off, and like I said earlier on the pod, pretty excited about next season. I think there's a buzz that the club looks like it's going in that direction of finding the success again, and there's just a buzz about next year already, and we're nowhere near next season. We're just wrapping up this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Completed
and we finished 2 days ago.
That's it.
That's it. The talk's all about next season.
Absolutely, and it should be. It should be.
Yeah,
that's good. I've enjoyed being back down at the club this season. My first year back in a while, so it was really good to see what's happened with the club and where we look like we're going.
Yeah.
And obviously the success of a flag and a few grand final appearances was icing on the cake.
Very good, boys. So just remember that this Saturday down at Varsity Morley at 12 o'clock as a catch-up. Make sure, just try and get down there. You don't have to be there for an hour, half an hour. Just say hello to the boys, enjoy each other's company. And then we've got our awards night, don't forget, on April the 11th at the Woodvale Tavern. Guys, it's
smart casual.
Yeah, smart casual.
Don't roll up in your fucking t-shirt and shorts and thongs.
Yeah, try to dress up for the night, represent the club well, and just remember you've already paid for your ticket, so you might as well turn up.
Might as well turn up.
Yeah, so it's an important night, guys. You should be really. This is one of our bigger ones, right? When you've had a successful season and really enjoyed the spoils of it. So we'll see you all then, but we'll be back next week for the Team of the Year and the awards. Make sure you interact with us on on our platform, and we'll see you guys soon.
Enjoy, everyone. Have a bit of fun with this.
Yep.
See you next week.
Thanks, you. Thanks, Jakey.
Guys. Cheers.